Hello, thank you all for coming to the video. Thank you so much for checking this out, and thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. I massively appreciate it. But let's get straight into this show. So I've just got back from watching Superman, James Gunn's Superman, and my God, I wish I hadn't got back. I wish I hadn't even left to see this film. There are a lot of really good reviews. There's a lot of very good reviews out there, which were people who were invited to go watch it. And strangely, all gave glowing reviews. But there are now reviews coming out from the mainstream media, as in like on independent sources, who are telling a very different story about this. And the ones that are actually coming out and not giving it a very good review is the ones that I am now agreeing with completely and see exactly where it's coming from. There is so much going on in this film. It's mind-boggling, really is. It's almost like a vamped-up version of Spider-Man 3 film, which was shot by with Tobey Maguire, which was done by Sam Raimi. Because in Spider-Man 3, you had Spider-Man, you had Venom, Sandman, and the Green Goblin. And it was just so much going on, it didn't really work. And now, obviously, James Gunn's had a lot of success with Guardians of the Galaxy. But that's when you had a group of people all together all the time. And can work with that very well. When you've got a lot of people that aren't in a group that have to have all their own backstories and all the little bits and pieces, it gets really, it makes it much harder to get everything into one film cohesively. And this entire film was just non-cohesive. There's quite a lot of bad writing. I'll be honest, I have no interest in David Corenswet at all being a super. He did okay, and I think what let him down the most was the writing. He didn't really give him any help or any benefit. Um, we had the Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, and she was okay. Yeah, I didn't mind her. Um, we have Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor. He's gay now. I've got nothing against gay people, but when did Lex Luthor ever? When was he ever gay in any iteration? Why is he now suddenly gay? DEI, where you have to have that representation in there. So because he's bald in this, it just made him gay. Does that mean all bald men are gay? I don't understand the logic or the thinking in there. We have Nathan Fillion, which I have to admit, I really like Nathan Fillion. I really do. And he was a Green Lantern in, and he was all right. I think he looked like crap. His suit looked terrible. It looked more like something out of a cereal box. But I liked his character. We had Millie Alcock, who was Supergirl, who basically called Superman a bitch at the end. And I'm like, what? Just called Superman a bitch? Wow. Okay. Great. Well, that's good to have a Superman film, and in the Superman film, you call the main lead actor bitch. That took me by surprise. We had Hawk Girl, played by Isabela Merced. Merced? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Looked like shit. I preferred the Hawk Girl from Black Adam, Hawk guy from Black Adam, to be honest. We had Bradley Cooper as Joel. Um, all right. And it's just like, well, then we had Metamorpho, Anthony Carrigan, who played that. We had, and it was also, and we had Skylar Gizondo playing Jimmy Olsen. I didn't get his character at all. Like, it made no sense. Like, women were all after him and like wanted to be all over him, and yeah, he was like, "Oh no, I don't want that," and would run away. Um, we have Andrew Tudike as the Superman robot. I love that guy, by the way. He's awesome. Sean Gunn as Max Lord. Eddie Gathegi Mr. Terrific, and actually, to be honest, Mr. was terrific. He was actually most probably the best part of the entire film. And I've heard there's now going to be spin offs for all these. But oh my, I mean, just reeling off the amount of people of importance from this film is taking time. So to give every single one of these people like the needed time that they should have, it's almost impossible. And that's how the film felt. It felt like we can't spend too much time with you because we've got to do some with them and them and them and them and them and them. And we've got random people from the street. We've got this Indian guy just randomly helping Superman up, who's actually part of the story and part of a key part of the story. But then we never come back to that again. The whole thing was a bit of a mess. It didn't give Superman in his own film any time to shine in any way whatsoever. And if anything, it almost pushed him to the sideline. So unless there was a good fight scene or a scene where he's crying or a scene where he's talking super high pitch because he's so upset, there's no time for him otherwise on that. There's a scene where the woman's um, like destroying the robots with like disc and these robots could hold Superman down and restrain him, but couldn't stand up to her at all, which I didn't get. And then there's things flying around the office room, and Lex is just walking through this battle zone, and like things like that close to hitting him, and he doesn't even flinch. Obviously, it's all green screen, so he doesn't know it's there. They just told him they give him the direction of just walk, don't blink, just walk permanently that way. That's what he does. He doesn't blink. So when they have these things flying past him and missing him by millimeters, it just looks so unrealistic and so unconvincing. It's almost funny, to be honest. We then have the dog. Oh my god. The dog, the CGI for the dog, it looked like crap. It looks so bad. The dog was so annoying. Apparently this dog could tear anybody limb from limb, but it doesn't for whatever reason. And it's like more of a pain, and just every time the dog came on screen, I was like, "Oh, get rid of the dog, will you? I don't want to see this stupid, blatant CGI furball that's just there to annoy, really." If I had to give this film a rating out of 10, it would be about a 3. It's really bad. I think they really, really, really needed to basically just have Superman versus one bad guy. Superman's parents. I mean, you've gone from having Kevin Costner, who was a great um, father for Clark Kent, to this new guy, Taylor Vince. Nothing against him. I actually really liked that guy when he played the character, the priest in Constantine. I thought he was really good. I actually do like him as an actor, but as casting for Clark Kent's father, uh, no, not at all, not even in the slightest. And also the same goes for his mother. It just didn't fit. It just felt uncomfortable and not natural at all in any way. Um, so yeah, uh, I mean, it was Neva Howell that played Martha Kent. I think she was a bit better than Pruitt Taylor, but yeah, it's just, and this brings me on to this here, the reviews. Now, Jurassic World Rebirth has been out for a week now, has over 10,000. Um, this film came out in some places, I think it was on Tuesday, some places on Wednesday, other places on Thursday, and then finally came out in the UK properly on Friday. It's already got over 5,000 plus reviews. But what's strange is within 48 hours of it coming out, it already had over 5,000 reviews, and it was already at 95%. And if you actually went in and looked at those reviews, they were all pretty much saying the same thing. It was all about the dog, all about well done, James Gunn, and I saw like 90% of the accounts I clicked on had never ever done a review on anything ever before, and it was just 5-star breakdown, 0 negative, not even a 4-star, just all of them 5-star. It's blatantly obvious. This 94% this 94% rating isn't even remotely close. Ignore the shills. They're going to give it a good rating, so they're invited back. That's the rules. That's how they do it. So that's not even remotely close. There's actually a number of reviews by independent papers who have actually given it 2 out of 5. A lot of them have given it a 2 out of 5. And if you took out all the bulk of the 5,000, so it's like 3,000 reviews around that are all 5-star, all within 24 hours of it coming out, or 24 to 48 hours of it coming out. If you take them off, this would actually have about a 34% rating. Basically, Warner Brothers have paid for bot reviews, mass, and not even made, and have done it blatantly. Not even tried to hide. That's how bad it is. But if you don't believe me, check out some other reviews. As Heel from Babyface, he's done a very, very good review. There's a few others out there as well. So yeah, but again, thank you all for coming to watch it. This film was just weird. It's one of the worst films I've seen for a while, I'll be honest. Not because of the character, not because of the casting. The casting was good. The majority of the casting was good. The writing was bad. The dialogue wasn't particularly great, especially for Super. And they had such, and again, for me, Henry Cavill, Superman. And no matter what, I don't think David Corenswet can get me to change my mind on that. And just one last thing before I go. The Superman suit, it looks like trash. It looks a lot of the suits in this all look gimmicky and shit. It looks like the only way I can explain how bad the suits look is like if there was a film that came out, had some amazing suits in it, and then someone from China replicated them, did a really bad job, so they didn't really look like the suit, but you'd wear it possibly. And then everybody copied that really bad version, and it just got. And this is like the equivalent of buying the Superman suit brand new off eBay for like £8 or going out for a party. That's the way I could put it, and that's the same for most of the suits. It was just really bad. The overall CGI in this was really not. So anyway, if you've seen it, let me know. What did you think of this? Do you agree with me, or do you think it was actually really good? I'm sure there are people there that do like it, which is fine, but for me, it was terrible.